Hey, fellow kids, how's it going? It's your buddy Ol'Pappy back, your brother from another metallic mother, here with another video. And this time around, we're going to be talking about what do you do if you don't have all the super modules, if you don't have the Ares trains, if you don't have all those extra abilities and special robots and weapons out there that you see on the battlefield. Now, poor Ol'Pappy here. In this hangar, I'm going to be running a lot of the jumping bots here, but as you can see, I don't have any last stand, not a single one. I don't have fortifier. I don't have any of these new premium modules on any of these bots. In fact, the poor old Inquisitor here is just a level 12 Inquisitor. It's not even Mark II. And I got a Mercury that I'm going to be using, and also a couple Falcons with the Traditionalist skill as well. Now, I really love jumping robots. It goes back to when I first started playing back in 2014 and then into 2015 when they introduced the Rogatka to the game. Love that bot. Honest to God, if they could just bring back the Rogatka and give it a few abilities to make it compete, I'd use it every day. But you know what? The Mercury is actually a great replacement for that. It can jump. It's got pretty decent speed. You can see it. I'm kind of jogging here. It has one heavy weapon on the top and two lights on the side. And, one of the things I really was keen to try because of this, this non-stop sort of special ability landscape out there. The Ares is out there with their special shields, and everybody seems to have some sort of module equipped. I was just curious whether or not you can actually compete and whether you can hang with these bots using, a hanger like I'm doing right here. And, I don't want to give too much away, but, the answer is yes. You actually can do it as long as you're careful. So you see here, this guy's got a Traditionalist Falcon in front of me here. I was doing a little bit of corner shooting. I have the lockdown shotguns, and I'm kind of trying to pin them, because the Hell Dive jump with the Mercury, of course, can do an incredible amount of damage if you actually jump with your blast radiance there and land on your enemy. But I'm also using it as a defensive tactic here because one of the things you can't do, a lot of these guys are also running special lockdown ammo. They pin you in place and then boom, you're dead. I mean, especially with an Ares, if they turn the shield on, you're dead. So what I'm going to try to do, I just took down that first Ares, and then I'm going to come, I know there's a guy to my left. I'm going to try to jump, try to get him in the blast radius. Now, the Falcon Traditionalist actually gives you insane damage reduction, so I got to be very careful. I'm constantly moving from side to side here, and I'm hammering this guy as much as I can. I'm using my Redeemer for the heavy weapon. Son of a bitch, you're going to look behind you as well, because that guy got me, but you know what? I took a couple bots down. Anyway, back to the Redeemer. In the 5.3 update, it got a great buff. It actually added more ammo per shot and increased the damage, and I'm finding it to be actually a really, really good option now, especially if you're going to play these jumping bots. I know a lot of guys like Ember, which is the flamethrower, but the thing I don't like about it is that the flame trail kind of drifts from side to side, so it's not super accurate. So unless you're going to literally just run up and be point blank on a guy, or use it to kind of corner shoot, it's not my favorite option for this type of hanger. You see right there, out of power except activation for gold. Now how sad is that, man? Look up there in my power cells for a second. Yep, Ol'Pappy's got 2 power cells to his name. So yet again, another reality if you're going to be out there trying to compete is that, unless you're getting your power cells for free, then you're going to be down sometimes. You're not going to have a lot. And in this case, I got to make do. I can't heal myself. I have no power cells. I can't use my, you see the little eyeball circle to the right of my bot for the quantum radar. I can't use the quantum radar. So, in a lot of ways, playing a game like this is really playing handcuffed. So, you got to do what you can. So anyways, back to the gameplay. So here I am. One of the tactics you love to do is just sort of this leap into action, attacking while you jump. It's very, very good. I generally never, or at least I don't try to jump into battle straight at a guy. I usually use my jump either to jump backwards or preferably to jump sideways. And I learned that probably, several years ago. Again, it's an old, I'm getting hit there. It's an old Rogatka trick. I got 2 seconds to my jump. Am I going to make it? No, too much talking, not enough rocking there. But anyway, so the idea of using the jump. Back in the old-fashioned days, when I started the game and Rogaka was out there, and our main enemy was generally the boa at that point, one of the things I actually realized was players have quite a difficulty in tracking you when you jump side to side. If you jump straight forward, it's pretty easy to keep a guy in your line of sights. If you jump straight backwards, it's pretty easy. God, jeez, that guy got me with his hell dive, son of a gun. You know, I'm doomed again. Gotta pay attention there, kids. That's another life lesson for you. Anyway, I'm going to bring out my traditionalist Falcons now and start kicking some arse and calling it candy here because it's time to pay attention. But I just want to finish that point about the jump. So when you're on the battlefield, use your jump either to retreat or to jump sideways and attack, unless you got the guy in your range for your hell dive, especially when you're using the Mercury. This guy's going to hell dive me. And there he goes. But he doesn't understand. I'm using my traditionalist. So I'm going to say, how do you like me now? And he's going to say, mummy, because he is kind of kicking himself. Look, he's healing like crazy, and it's too late. Now, about the traditionalists, because you might see me rocking these things in videos a lot in recent weeks. It's funny. When the Falcon came out again, I love robots that jump, and so I was super excited. I played Falcon on the test server, and I was really keen to include some in my hangar. But then I kind of realized that it sort of had a flaw, which is that as soon as you hit its ability and bring out its other two weapons, which theoretically is great, 9 times out of 10, you're dead in 10 seconds, because the Falcon's best attribute is its damage resistance. And so when it's only using one weapon, it has significant damage resistance and allows you to take a beating and just keep on dealing it out. So fast forward to update, I guess we're on update 5.3 now, but it's been within the last few weeks. When they brought in the pilots, they brought in this skill called Traditionalist. And basically, at first, it sounds like a real mistake to run it because it gives you a whole bunch of extra damage resistance, but you lose the ability to jump and you lose the ability to use your other two weapons. But what it actually did was unleash a monster out there, because if you have, and again, look at my power cells, I only have 2, so I can't heal myself. But if you have tons and tons of power cells, you can almost play every single game and use this one robot and never take any damage whatsoever. Just keep healing yourself and healing yourself and healing yourself. I've been in games where it's taken 4 or 5 of my enemies to bring me down. It's actually kind of insane. You almost feel like it's unfair. And I don't know, who knows? I mean, they tried to nerf it in this last round of updates in 5.3. They took away a little bit of the damage resistance, but they gave it a bit of extra health. I think the jury's still out in terms of whether it was actually a nerf or whether it was kind of neutral. On paper, it's a nerf, I think. Playing it, I'm not 100% sure. Now, one of the issues for me is, of course, with no power cells, then I don't have the ability to keep healing myself and healing myself and healing myself. So, I'm going to play a little bit of merry-go-round with this guy, and I don't have any quantum radar. I just got to kind of use cover. Hey, what's going on, brother? Oh, that's right. There you go. That's one of the funny things about the game, situational awareness. And I'm not saying I'm an expert by any means. I always get caught by surprise, but that kind of thing, you gotta know if a guy, if I'm behind you, you gotta know. You can't just be sitting there. You gotta constantly be turning your head from side to side, looking for enemies. When this happens, when that guy goes into stealth and starts to fly around, your only hope is get behind a barricade. Play the merry-go-round around the obstacles. One of the things about the Ojun, it's a little tricky to control when you're flying. It doesn't just do a 360 turn. It kind of does this weird swoopy turn, like a U-shaped turn when you're turning around. So that gives you that split second you need to get behind cover. Oh, geez, and I thought I almost had that guy. Okay, quick around here. The beacons are looking pretty good. It's 3-2. And there's, talk about a say, hey, how do you like that? That's good team play right there. And that's another nice thing, is that when you get someone who can come to your aid and kind of just swoop in like that and save you with his shield, that's huge. I don't even know who that was. Thanks a lot, random player. You saved my butt. And now all that's left, it's 2 against 1. And even though this guy's turning the beacon, there's a minute left. I'm not concerned at all because my traditionalist is so strong. I know I can just basically step in here and take this guy down. Look, he's just hammering me away. And between the two of us, boom, dead. Anyway, thanks a lot. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Spoke too soon. Hang on. Let's see if we can get this guy. 34 seconds left in the game. Anyway, I'm not sure what my score is here, but I'm thinking it's pretty good. These traditionalists were just insane in terms of the amount of damage that they deal. And as you see, you can get out there on the battlefield and you can win a game without all those fancy trick spells and whistles that are out there. So let's just take a look and see how we did. Adding up. Holy cow, 1.9 million. All right, so 1.9 million, 6 kills and 4 beacons. Wow. Well, there you go. So I kind of hope that this shows to all of you out there what you can accomplish without any of those fancy modules, without an energy shield, without an Ares train. Lots of things you can do out there to survive in the battlefield. So if you like what you saw, please click subscribe, tell your friends, hit the notification button. And until next time, I'll see you on the battlefield.